Welcome back, Ben and Kassie. What a great set of music.
Thank you.
Let's go way back, okay, when you were kids. Were you musical when you were young? Did you come from musical families? How did you start with the singer-songwriter and music and touring, and what got you to where you are today?
Well, when I was really little, I started singing like in choir and at my papa's church. I didn't grow up in a Christian home, so I didn't go to like church, but when I would go and visit my papa, I would go to church with him, and he'd always get me to sing. And so then I just started I joined the choir. I auditioned for choir in junior high school, and so I just started singing choir. But honestly, I never had any intention of ever doing music as a career. I just sang because I liked it and it was fun. Mm-hmm. I never realized that I was maybe gifted in that area. I just knew I liked it and I enjoyed it. Honestly, I did competitive cheerleading, and I thought I would do that for the rest of my life. I thought I would own a gym, and I thought I would be doing that. Mm-hmm. And boy, is that not how life turned out.
But you do visit Planet Fitness often.
Yes, every day to shower. And
yes.
They never run out of hot water, and they always pay their bill. So that's kind of crazy how that happened and how I just enjoyed it. And then I remember I went to an all-girl Baptist school when I was 17 for college, and I auditioned for choir, and I ended up making whatever the highest choir was. Mm-hmm. And I was like, still didn't think anything of it. And my choir teacher, I know this sounds super cheesy, but this is what he said. He said, "You're going to be a star." And he was like, you just have a really gift. And I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a star. But I was like, so maybe I'm pretty good. Yeah. Like, just never didn't cross my mind. Mm-hmm. So then I was like, So when I went home that summer, I told my mom and daddy, I said, I want to do music. I'd like to start going back and forth to Nashville. And so I had a modeling agent that I was working with there, and he started taking me back and forth to Nashville, and I started doing just demo work in different studios in North Nashville. And that's kind of where I got like the bug. I really wanted to do it. And then my dad died when I was 19. And so after he died, I was like, I'm just going to move to Nashville. So I moved to Nashville all by myself to pursue music. And I wanted to be a country music star.
All right.
And why do you say it like that?
I don't know. It just felt right. Because I was so young and dumb. I think I thought it was just going to happen overnight. I was going to move there. I was going to get a record deal, and my life was just going to be. I was just so young.
I think everybody who goes to Nashville thinks that.
I know.
They do.
And now I just want to go back and smack that girl around. Like, what are you doing? And so that's how I got to Nashville, and that was my journey to get there.
Yeah.
That's how I got there.
What about you, Ben?
I got to Nashville because I went to audio production school in Nashville.
Okay.
So I was interested in audio engineering, as you can see by the stuff I have around me. I moved from Minneapolis to Nashville to go to School of Audio Engineering in Nashville. Mm-hmm. And I got the, whatever you call it, certificate, degree, whatever it is, which literally means nothing to anybody. No one has ever cared. But I did learn a lot of things that are still being, valuable as a musician, knowing how to do sound, knowing frequencies, and knowing how to put stuff together and whatnot.
So when did you start with the guitar?
I started a long time before that, probably when I was about 12.
Okay.
My brother taught me a chord on my grandpa's old Sears bought Silvertone guitar. Yep. You remember those.
We still have it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I started putting some of my poems that I had to music, and I guess that was songwriting at that point.
Right.
So,
right.
But yeah, after I moved to Nashville, I stopped playing guitar because it was really intimidating. everybody played guitar there, and everybody was better than me. And I was like, what's the point in playing guitar or singing with all? It's a flood of people there, and it was just really intimidating. And it took years and meeting Kassie to finally start playing, and I'd play for Cassie's writers rounds and stuff like that. So.
And you produced my albums.
Yeah, and produced the albums. So.
That's great.
Yeah, that was part of my journey.
Wow. So did he bring songwriting out of you, or were you kind of dabbling in it when you got to Nashville?
I mean, I remember, like, I still have this little leather binder, like, after my dad died, that I wrote, I guess, some poems or how I felt in it. And so when I got to Nashville, I literally had never, besides those poems, had never done anything. And so I just remember going out and meeting people, and I remember meeting Greg Freya and Stefan
Hamulak,
a couple of guys. And I was just 19, I think I maybe just turned 20, and I was like, I knew they were songwriters, and they were really solid guys, and I could tell they were good guys. And so I just asked them if they would write with me. And I just started writing with different people and co-writing all around town, and I was co-writing a lot. And I don't play guitar or piano, but I am more of a lyricist, and I can also come up with melodies just in my head. When I'm not listening to the voices in my head. I'm just kidding. No, that just interrupts me. No, but it's weird. We'll be driving down the road or doing something, and like it just comes out of nowhere. And so you'll just put on your iPhone and click on your recorder and record no words at all, but just this melody. And so I was able to do that. And so I just started songwriting when I moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
I didn't start when I was younger.
Okay. All right. And how did you two meet?
Kassie and I met at a small church plant just outside of Nashville. Basically a church that was so new it didn't have a building yet.
Oh, wow.
And they met in a cafeteria, school gym cafeteria in Antioch, Tennessee. It's a suburb of Nashville. And I was playing guitar on the my first duo, praise and worship team duo. And,
there was only two people in the praise and worship team.
Okay. Yeah, my first duo.
Him and Brother Leroy.
And Kassie attended, or visited, actually. She just visited, and there was probably 20 people in this congregation. And
I thought he was hot.
Yeah.
I was like, he's really cute. And I told my best friend, I was like, he's really cute. And she was like, I don't think we're supposed to be checking people out. I said, I think this is where we're supposed to find them.
Good point.
And I was like, I can look past those khakis and that yellow polo shirt and those ugly K-Swiss shoes. I fixed all that. That was 16 and a half years ago.
Well done.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you guys, I mean, you have a lot of accolades, a lot of stuff that you can brag about. So I'm going to mention a few things, and I'm going to let y'all brag on yourselves a little bit. You got to sing the national anthem at the Kansas City Chiefs football game. That's pretty exciting.
That was amazing. That was the last gig of last year. We got to do that on New Year's Eve, and wow, it was such an honor. And I remember when we got the email, I was like, this can't be real. And it was real. We totally thought it was a scam.
Right.
And I tell you what, the Kansas City Chiefs, that organization is amazing. Like, they flew us up there. They put us up. They had us a chauffeur. They got us jerseys. They got us tickets. They let our family come. They let all of our family come on the field with us.
Oh, wow.
It was a moment that we were able to share, like, with my brother and his mom and daddy, that we'll never forget. It was, man, they're amazing. And we just got asked to sing for the Kansas City Royals. So we're going to be singing the anthem for them this August.
Oh, nice.
So we're excited about that, too.
Very good. How exciting. Also, the 2022 Rocky Mountain Songwriter Contest winners.
Yeah, so in Red Lodge, Montana. How did we even hear about that up there?
I Google things all the time.
She Googled it. We there's a festival up there, Red Lodge Songwriting Festival, and the songwriting contest associated with that festival is the Rocky Mountain Songwriting Festival. And so we submitted. Didn't really know. Had never been to Montana. Didn't know anything about the festival. And we're honored to be in the top. What is it? 20. And they invited you out to come and sing, but they couldn't pay you anything, and you had to cover your own travel out there. They couldn't put you up in a place. And
sing one song.
You sing one song, and you sing it at like 8 in the morning on a Saturday.
It was nuts.
Oh, Lord.
So we drove 24 hours to Montana to sing one song, not knowing what would happen.
Well, first of all, he was like, I just don't think that this is logically a good idea. Like, let's think about it. And I was like, oh, we're going. We're going. So we drove the 24 hours. We slept in the parking lot of a grocery store in our van. We rolled up in there at 8 o'clock. We sang our one song about my mama, and then we won.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So, if people, so many times people, won't, if you don't invest in yourself, why would anybody else? And I'm a dreamer, and so I don't mind dreaming my way all the way there. And it was a great experience. And now, since then, last year we played the festival, and we got to be the judges of the contest.
Oh, nice.
And so we actually just got done judging the contest again this year, so we just listened to 200 songs.
Wow.
It's so fun to be judgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did they at least have a prize or anything?
A guitar.
Yeah.
Ah.
We need another one of those.
A guitar, yeah.
In the van.
Yeah.
Well, and they invited you back the next year to
Get paid.
perform at the festival, as an official performer.
Okay.
So every year we've played at that festival now.
Oh, nice.
Which is just 1 year now. 2, and we're coming
This will be
back.
our third year.
Third year.
Yeah.
But it's just a cool organization, a great community, and Montana's so beautiful
It's
too.
so beautiful.
I've heard it is.
It was totally worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And you have had TV appearances. Tell us about a little bit of that.
Oh, dear.
Which?
I don't know what you got on that paper.
No TV appearance?
I mean, no, yeah, I just don't know what you're talking, which one,
It's on your
I
website.
was on a lawyer's commercial one time.
I've been on some reality shows.
As the actor, saying things like, I was hurt in a car wreck. I received this much.
And it took him 18 times to do it. And
was
what
so
did you get
funny.
paid?
I did this because Kassie got me into this. And so it was they paid maybe $125
like
or something.
$100.
So I go for the day and I do this, whatever, I was injured in this wreck or whatever. And
So you got to lie and get paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I thought, I never saw it or anything, and no one will ever see it. And then a long time later, a friend of mine from childhood messages me and goes, I think I just saw you on TV on the lawyer's commercial. And I was like, how in the world? She lived across the country.
Oh, wow.
And I never even saw it, but apparently it was playing, so.
I'll be darned.
Or, I know none of this is what you're talking about on the website, but I was just being silly. But this is another thing that I got bent into. So when I first moved to Nashville, I had a modeling acting agent or whatever because I just liked doing this stuff for fun. There's no money in it. Well, there is for people that are really on a great scale, but I just loved it. And so I auditioned and I got cast for the Alan Jackson video Good Time. And so they needed, in the video, it's the world's longest, what is it called? Line dance.
Line dance.
And in the video, it makes it look like it goes through state. Now, let me tell you something about Ben. We've been together for 16 and a half years. He is good at everything, but he can't dance. And I was like, you should be in this video with me. And he was like, it was Young Love. And he said yes. And so when we got there, they put all there was hundreds of us, and they put us all together, and they make us all do the dance, and they pick the best ones to go on the stage beside Alan. And so I got picked to be right beside Alan, and Ben was in Kentucky. Like they made it look like you were going to the stage. I'm like, oh, bye. Like he was so far down, like I couldn't even.
Poor Ben.
Yeah.
He used to do things like that for me. I was young love. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
G to the O.
Do you
O
just
to
tell?
the
Do you just tell her no now?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Now she doesn't do any of that, but yeah, I would say no for sure.
That just I hadn't thought about that in so long. I'm gonna have to go watch that video. That makes me smile
We got sunburned that day
so bad.
Oh, really? So, oh wow.
It was Cinco de Mayo. Why do I remember everything? I had on these cowboy boots, and when I took them off, it looked like I just was wearing white socks.
Oh wow.
I was just completely red all the way up. We were out there for hours.
Ouch.
And we each, and at the end, Alan Jackson is a class act. He took a picture with every single person in the video.
Oh wow.
And there
There's
was
a lot of people.
like over 100. I mean, there was hundreds. It was cute.
Oh, that's nice.
But he can't dance. That I'm so glad we just started talking about that because that's not what you're talking about. But I love that.
Good.
I got way more
That's a
of
good
those
answer.
stories. You said I was in a lawyer's video. I got hit. Oh,
That's
good.
why I can't dance. He got hit by that car.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
I had read that before you were Goldpine, that you were called My One and Only.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you change your name?
Yeah, we were called My One and Only for 5 years or so, and there was a reason. So when you come up with a band name or like a business name, you're stuck with it for a long time, and it's really hard to figure out and to think of all the possibilities of how people will think about that name. And so we thought that we did that, and we came up with My One and Only. There were several reasons. It had to do with us coming together as two separate artists as one artist. It had to do with our faith in one God, and it had to do with our marriage as one. But the only thing that would happen is we would go to shows, and someone would introduce us on stage as, "Welcome, my one and only." And all you would hear is that the women in the crowd would just be like, "Oh, that is so sweet."
Oh my goodness, so sweet.
And I thought, that's not exactly or at all what I was going for by the name.
It didn't bother me.
So we went with something a little more, with a little more edge and a little more depth, perceived depth.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what we were going for.
Yeah, I was talking to Kassie about that in there, and she told me why. But I'm gonna let her share that with the audience. What Goldpine means to y'all.
Oh yeah. So again, it was so hard coming up with a second name. But I grew up on Pines Road in Summerville, Alabama. And that's kind of like the past or part of our past. And then gold is the lasting element that if it goes through fire or anything bad, it only gets better. And so we hope that's our future. And so we made up our own word, Goldpine. And we like it.
Yeah, yeah.
But honestly, everybody gets it wrong. Like today, we're sharing a show with Roy Rogers. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're opening for Roy Rogers. I knew his name. I just wanted to make sure.
Cut this. Can we go back?
Oh gosh. We're opening for Roy Rogers, and like today they sent us the proof and of the show poster, and I thought like it went through our booking agent and then got to us, and I was like, did nobody else notice that they put Goldmine?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see how that would happen.
And it's because autocorrect automatically does it.
Uh-huh.
But come on, guys. But they fixed it. But I was so that happens all the time. So I'll be like, okay, guys, it's Goldpine, not Goldmine, not John Prine, but Goldpine.
Right.
And people still can't get it.
Oh, well.
It's okay. I'm used
Bless
to it.
their heart, right?
Bless their heart.
You know what I'm talking about. You also, I hear, are going to be doing a lot of festivals this year. What do you have coming up?
Yeah, there's a few that we can't announce yet that are
okay.
really, we're really excited about it. We wanted to do it for a while. But one that we can announce is North Carolina, right?
Yep.
Merle Fest, we're going to be playing end of April. And Merle Fest is in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. It's a super cool festival with all kinds of Americana and indie artists and whatnot.
Nice.
So, what else we got going on? We can't really say much else.
We have one that's being announced April the 6th. That we can't announce until they do, and then we have, the bigger ones we can't announce. So we're going back to Red Lodge for.
Going back to Red Lodge.
Oh man, and we just booked another one today. We can't talk about.
Well, moving right along.
There is one thing we announced yesterday, is that we are doing our first ever concert cruise.
Oh, I forgot.
In March 2025. Goldpine and another duo of friends of ours called Martha's Trouble out of Alabama are doing a concert cruise. It's a Royal Caribbean cruise. And
7 days.
Yeah, so there'll be concerts with both duos each night, meet and greets, and like group excursions and group dinners and all
Q&A
sorts of
like
things.
this.
Q&As. And we've never done anything like that before, so it'll be a really cool experience for everybody, I think.
Sounds like fun. And you can have fun too. So
Yeah. I am super pumped. When they came up with when they had the idea, I was like, yes, let's make this happen. I want to do that.
So does Royal Caribbean reach out to you guys, or how does that work?
No. So the duo that we, the other duo asked us to do it, and they're the ones that have the connection with Royal Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be the entire ship. It's just like part of the designated ship is only for our people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it's like going to, I think there's like 7 days, 6 nights. And what I really love about it is that every night, you know how, if you've been on a cruise, how they have the fancy dinners, like we're eating with everybody. So I love that. And I said we should take turns like rotating who gets to sit with us. And so we're going to just be like spending as much time. Why are you laughing?
Getting to know everybody.
But
being fair.
I mean, it is, we're the people they're coming to see. And so anyways, I just thought that would be really cool. And I'm really excited. And like, I don't know. I love cruises. We went on one for our 1 year anniversary. And I was living my best life, and he hated it. So I'm so glad that I have a reason to go back.
I know why you two work, because you're exact opposites, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, he doesn't like cruises.
Oh,
This one's going to be
You're gonna
great,
like this
though.
one.
yeah. It'll be special because you have people there to support you, and you'll be doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yeah. Yep. Very cool. Well, y'all, it has been wonderful getting to know you. And again, I really look forward to next year. We'll get you scheduled in here before you leave tonight.
Great.
Yeah, we would love that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Oh,
Yeah.
you bet. It's our
Enjoyed it.
pleasure.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
So I know that you're the interviewer and you're asking questions, but if it's okay with you, it's okay with us. If anybody wants to ask us questions in here,
Sure.
like I don't know,
Absolutely.
if
Does
anybody
want to step up to the mic and
and
ask
no
any
pressure,
questions?
but if you have any, we do this a lot at our shows. Oh, you
Well-
in the back? Yes.
Didn't really have a question, but I just wanted to say thank you for not being afraid to show your faith in public like that, and it's very refreshing.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, again, thank you to our audience, our photographers that are here, and Randy, thank you for what you do back there. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. Thank y'all. Keep tuning in. You are in the music room. All right.
Thanks, y'all.
Right.
Thanks, y'all.